unconscious, becoming conscious, is linked to mobilization and organization, something we mentioned last year. We must make clear distinctions between mobilizers and organizers. To be an organizer, you must be a mobilizer. But being a mobilizer doesn't make you an organizer. Much confusion is to be found here. Malcolm X was a great mobilizer. He was a great organizer. Martin Luther King was a great mobilizer. He was not a great organizer. These facts can be easily seen from King and Malcolm. When Malcolm went to a place, he left a mosque. When King went to demonstrations, he broke down desegregation and he moved on. As a matter of fact, King was not concerned with organization to the point that even though he was the most popular Baptist preacher in America, without the shadow of a doubt, and probably beyond the shadow of a doubt, the most loved, he could not become president of the National Baptist Convention. Yeah, so many of them. The National Baptist Convention. As a matter of fact, if my memory serves me correctly now, and I remember it was Muhammad Speaks that carried the article on the front page in 1964, when King tried to become president of the National Baptist Convention. There was so much confusion there that a minister was actually pushed off the stage and died in the trouble. Yeah. And of course, King lost. The man who won was a reactionary man by the name of Jackson. He never did nothing for the people, never cared about the people, just was a pork chop minister who used their money to put gas in his big Cadillac. But he was organized. But he was organized. We say that we must come to know the difference between mobilization and organization because the enemy will use mobilization to demobilize us. Mobilization is very easy, very, very easy. Because since we're people who are instinctively ready to respond against acts of injustice, anytime there's one little act of injustice, we can blow it up and we'll find people who come and make some mass demonstration around it. Miss Sally lost her job. Let's rally. She will get her job back. People will come and rally. So-and-so got kicked out of school because the teacher's unjust. The people will come and rally. They will come to rally at issues. And this is what mobilization does. It mobilizes people around issues. Those of us who are revolutionary are not concerned with issues. We're concerned with the system. The difference must be properly understood. The difference must be properly understood. Mobilization usually leads to reform action, not to revolutionary action. If we would look scientifically at the October 16th million and more march, we would see clearly that this was a mobilized event, not an organized event. We must know clearly the difference between mobilization and organization. One of the characteristics of mobilization is that it is temporary. Organization is permanent and eternal. Clear differences must be made because the unconscious can usually be captured easily around one-issue items, around mobilization items, but it's hard to catch them around organization. But these unconscious must be brought to organization. We must transform mobilization to organization. We say the enemy will come and use mobilization to demobilize us. Many brothers and sisters who've been to the million and more march will say to you, I was there. Well, what are you doing today, my sister? I was there. There weren't too many sisters out there, but you know, with a million brothers together, you know where I had to be. I was there. And then, of course, you find brothers, yeah, I was there. I helped you. What are you doing today, brother? If we're not careful, we allow mobilization to become events. The struggle is never an event. It's a process, a continual, eternal process.
Ooh, man, oh man. Hey, everybody, welcome to Rome's Rebellion. Oh, I got something in my hair. That was Kwame True, mobilization, organizations. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's been a minute since you've seen me. I have been busy like hell. If you know, you may not know, I got kicked off of Twitter. They kicked me off of Twitter again. So Yeah, that sucks, because we was raising money for a back to school giveaway. We did good the first day. I think we raised about $600 and something dollars. Our goal was like $1,500, so we damn near halfway there. Today we're going to talk about a couple of topics. There's been a case that's been going on, and it is really, it's not sitting right with me with the supporters of this woman, right? There's a lot of stuff that we're going to go over. Damn, I ain't even got no way to show y'all the fucking Zoa, where's you at? Hold on. Oh shit. These niggas outside jitting and shit. Like, what the fuck? Oh, that's an ice cream truck. That's the fucking ice cream truck banging that shit. Damn, Detroit ghetto as fuck. Man. But we got a lot of stuff going on today, y'all. DPRK steady winning, steady climbing. They are a North Star right now. They are the North Star of communism right now, because man, they are unstoppable, man. They like these days, to see the DPRK get the love and respect that it deserves, especially from a lot of Americans decolonizing their mind and re-educating themselves, admitting that they was wrong on multiple things, mostly everything, but multiple things when it comes to the DPRK. And another thing, I don't know how true this is, but networks keep on announcing that Iran has threatened Europe, has threatened to, bomb Europe if they allow, these people to use their military bases and whatnot. I don't know how true that is, because the first source is coming from like an Israeli newspaper, and then some propagandists that work for Israel. I've been seeing this on multiple sites, so we're going to talk about that also. Zoa, if you can you please share the screen to the RBN Twitter page so I can show everybody an update? Hold on, I'm going to upload this one too. Carmelo Anthony, he is getting a new judge. Carmelo Anthony is getting a new judge. So we're going to speak on that also, because we know that the father and that judge was pretty heavily linked. So hopefully he can get a new trial, and hopefully we can get him free, man, because that's some bullshit right there. All these stand your ground laws and all this other bull crap going on, you would think that he would have got away with that, but yeah, free Melo, man, free Melo. No matter how you look at it, a kid lost his life, and Melo, he lost his innocence. He will never be the same again, especially stepping into that prison. Just being in jail for a couple of days, it can really change you, man. It can really show you some things. First day, I see, people go to jail first day, get fucked up. Not even just because of, like, what I'm saying? Just because you're. Oh, sorry. What the fuck? How the fuck did that mute? Zoe, is you there? But like I was saying, Melo lost his innocence. That kid lost his life. Nobody's life is going to be the same, but him doing 35 years from that, nah. Yeah, Nolan Wells would have been 19. We have been seeing the influx of black people getting lynched because, out of all my suicide attempts, I never even thought to hang myself. I would never think to hang myself. Like I would bang myself in the face before I put a rope around my neck. So I don't know too many black people that that got, you know what I'm saying, that go through these suicidal thoughts and think about hanging themselves. Like there are so many other ways that you can kill you. Like go in your grandma medicine cabinet if you want to do some shit like that. But yeah, we're gonna call it for what it is. It is lynching happening, and this is nothing but a recruitment tool by the police departments in Mississippi and by the KKK. Because who else would it be? Who else would it be? Well, all these black people we hanging each other. Like, don't get me wrong, black people kill each other all the time, but I will shoot you, I will stab you, you know what I'm saying? I will fight you to death. But I'm gonna gather up my boys, we're gonna get a rope and hang you. Like, come on, man. And like people like to say, oh, well, there haven't been any lynching since 1980. That is false. There hasn't been any lynching recorded. They haven't recorded, they stopped recording the lynchings. Because you want to keep it real. If we're going to talk about lynchings, then we're going to have to include the police killing people, the police brutality. That is a form of lynchment also, because they were made to fucking catch slaves. So all of this lynching, all they did was stop recording it. So I don't really care for oh, okay. All right. Well, so let me know when you're ready. I'm just trying to share the screen so we can get this on. I'm trying to share the screen to RBN Twitter page so I can give everybody an update. To everybody who donated so far, thank you to everybody who donated, because we did really well. If you don't know, we are doing a back to school giveaway in Detroit, Michigan for 500 kids. That's 500 kids. So far, we got, I think, over like 300 backpacks. We got a whole bunch of books, paper, pencils, erasers. I got videos of what we had right now. Got to go back later on today if we can make some more money from this stream. So if you can, please donate to Tour for the Poor. Cash App, Tour for the Poor. PayPal, Unholy Rome 6. Venmo, Tour for the Poor. Or you can just donate so I can get my cat some more cat food, because she's running low and have been bothering me. Yeah. Man, that hurt it. Oh, God damn, man. That hurt it. Sorry, I'm just texting Zoe. Damn. Okay. Let's see. You don't know how. Do you see click share screen? Maybe I should. Damn it. Well, let me see what I can do. Of the Care Party and President. Hey, I'm Rome Bethia, Chairman of the Care Party and President of Tour for the Poor, and today I am here with
Couture, Motor City G Queens, and a member of the Care Party.
Today we are collaborating on a back-to-school giveaway here at
Cornerstone Jefferson Douglas Academy. There are 500 kids in the school total, and we have gathered over 100 book bags so far.
And with your help, you can help us reach our goal of $1,500. That will cover all expenses. It will give us the rest of the 400 book bags that we need and the supplies that go inside the book bags, as far as pencils, erasers, paper, folders, and binders.
And if you're in the Metro Detroit area and would like to contribute, please contact us by email
at bethia.rome@gmail.com. That is BETHEA.ROME gmail.com. Thank you. Okay, I just shared it to here. So this is some of the stuff we had got. It looks small, but they big. Just suck the air all out of them. Just trying to show y'all like we getting regular size backpacks because when they came in, I was like, what the fuck is this? Them things looking like little fucking fanny packs. I was panicking for a minute. But this the stuff that we had got this morning. We're gonna go out and fill the truck back up as soon as we get enough. This was just a couple of $100 and crap, but we got enough to go back and get some more. If you can help us reach our goal, please do so by donating because school is almost starting and these kids do need the help. They really do. That is Tyra helping me. She's a member of the Care Party. She also have her own club going on, Motor City Jeep, Motor City Girls Club. And they wanted to get into doing something like this. So they reached out to me and, you know, I'm always down to help. Hey, Comrade Beer, I'm always down to help. So if you guys can help, please donate. I know it's the end of the month, but the kids really need the help and school is starting in about 2 weeks. So let's get started with this next, with this. It's not even a lighthearted story because this woman, Lindsay Clancy, first of all, I don't even know where to start with you guys. Like, a lot of the women who's backing this woman who murdered 3 of her children, it is heartbreaking. I've been seeing people, you know, blame the husband, blame the family, blame everybody else but the one who murdered their children. And it's very sickening, right? It's very sickening because a lot of these people are mothers themselves. And they were saying, like, you know, I'm reading around, I'm clicking on their pages, making sure they're a real person because I just can't believe what I am seeing and what I am reading. People are saying that they see themselves in Lindsay. People are saying that they see themselves in this woman. They are blaming it on hormones and, you know, postpartum depression. I just want to ask you guys, like I asked on the prompt, well, not the prompt, the thumbnail. Is American feminism hurting women? I really have to ask myself that sometimes because out of all the steps that women took to not be called emotional, to not be, you know, to be taken serious in high power positions, and these white feminists, they are hurting women. They are literally feeding into the stereotypes that women are uncontrollable. They are too emotional. What's going to happen if you come on your period? How can we handle you to be a president? Or how can you be a fucking senator? How can we trust you with all this power? What if your period come on and you just want to blow up every fucking body, right? This is the ammo that you are giving these people. This is the ammo that you are giving these people. These women, they blaming it on zodiac signs. They said lions don't kill their cubs. Oh, she's a Leo. Oh, lions don't kill their cubs. What? Geminis kill their kids. See, I'm not the biggest guy on astrology. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a dirtball. You know, back in the days, I only said, you know what I'm saying? I only played into that shit to get some pussy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really care too much about it. But to sit here and be like, well, I'm a Capricorn, so you know, I'll never do nothing like that. Nigga, you don't know me. Can we tell everything about somebody just from the sign that they are? My father is a Capricorn. He's a rapist. He's a fucking rapist. So what the, am I a rapist because we're the same sign? Like these women, if you American women don't get out here and put your foot on their necks, they are going to drag you down with them. People are looking at this shit, man. You have people panicking all over TikTok and and Twitter. They are calling CPS on each other. They are calling CPS on each other. Now, let me see if I can. Okay. Before we get into this, you guys are going to be sick. Hold on. Because I got a couple of videos. I don't even know which one to touch on first. It's a couple of videos, though, and the comments are just egregious. And don't get me wrong, you know, postpartum depression is very fucking real. But I read the case, I watched the case. That woman planned on killing her kids, man. That woman planned on killing her kids. That was premeditated murder. Whew, man, okay, let's get started.
Conspiracy theories exist because if white women, mostly white mothers on this app, if they accept the fact that a white, rich, married, suburban nurse, mother, woman killed her children, then they have to reckon with everything they've been taught is good and bad. Every person they've been taught is good and is bad. Because if they have to accept that she did this, then they have to accept that they are capable of it. And the truth is, every single one of us is capable of the worst thing you could ever imagine. Every one of us is capable of doing that, but our racist, white supremacist, patriarchal, punishment obsessed culture has taught us that only certain people in certain conditions are capable of doing one of the worst things that we can imagine in today's society, which is kill your children. So instead of accepting that, because again, if they accept that, they have to accept the truth about themselves. They're not willing to accept, because that is white womanhood, right? White womanhood is simultaneously being an accomplice to racism and patriarchy and being a perpetual victim. So they infantilize Lindsay Clancy and make up, honestly, these quite diabolical, violent, inhumane conspiracy theories about a man who found his 3 children murdered by his wife, who he loved dearly. I'm not here to even talk about the kind of husband he was. I don't actually care about the kind of husband he was, because that's not what this is about. It's not even really about the trial, in my opinion. It is about this mass delusion of white womanhood that is showing itself on this app right now because of who we believe is a bad mother, who we believe does bad things, who we believe is capable of murdering and harming children. And if these white women accept that Lindsay did it, then they also don't have the framework to accept that she still deserves to be treated with dignity and she still deserves to be treated with respect, and she still deserves a pathway to healing and a pathway to forgiveness. They can't reckon with that, so they have to make up some absolutely illogical story that relies on the infantilization, the victimization of someone who murdered her children. These Lindsay Clancy conspiracies.
And they are fighting in the comments as this shit is going on. She already admitted it. First of all, she already admitted that she killed her kids. The thing is, she's trying to get, an insane plea. They're trying to say that she was out of her mind while she was doing this, which I don't believe. Because every time I thought about killing somebody, I thought about that shit. I didn't just go crazy and look, every time, even if I went out and did some shit, I thought about that shit. I didn't just go crazy, lose my mind one day and said, fuck it, everybody got to go. You know how much your own children, do you know what it takes to kill your own children, dude? 3 of them, and one of them that you use more force than you use in the other children. You wrote about how much you hated your kids. You wanted babies, you didn't want kids. I'm telling you guys, look through these comments. If you find your sister, your aunties, your fucking whoever, if they are related to you, call CPS. Call CPS. These people cannot be trusted around these damn kids.
Regarding Apple Maps, Safari, and messaging. So can you just explain what you pulled from the data for Apple Maps?
Yeah, Apple Maps was used to...
She planned out routes. This don't seem like somebody who's just lost it, went crazy and said, "Ooga booga booga." The fuck? This took math and science.
Plan a route from the user's current location, the home address, to a restaurant called 3V.
And that was at 4:13 p.m.?
It was.
And then in terms of Safari, you have the last unlock at 5:13 p.m.?
Yes, so the last unlock of the device was used for the purposes of viewing Safari, where PDLX was searched using Google.
And then in terms of messaging, what did you pull from the data there?
At the same time, or in that same device usage, so the device was unlocked, Safari was used to search PDLX, and then the messaging application was opened to send a message to Patrick saying PDLX liquid stools.
Now look what these fucking people are saying. I just realized Patrick took her phone on her. I watched to look for the route and plan everything to the time and calculated this. So this man took the fucking phone off this paralyzed woman, walked to the back. You know, people got different, your iPhone and your iWatch can tell your heartbeats, right? You know that, right? It can tell when you're walking, you're sitting down, you're running. You know that, right? Body temperature. Like this is, oh my God, these fucking people have been driving me crazy for 2 days straight. I have been looking at these goddamn, and somebody, I get it. There's the dead internet theory. A lot of these fucking people are bots. That is true. A lot of these people are real. A lot of them are celebrities also. A lot of them are celebrities. Like, I don't get it, bro. I really don't get it. Like, you see yourself in a mother killer of 3. Look at this type of shit. Me calling off work so I can attend Lindsay Clancy trial as her TikTok lawyer. These are real people. Where the fuck was that? Where the fuck was her original video? Somebody got uploaded. I have found her original count. Oh yeah, she had one fucking private. Because that's how much they believe in her. when people start getting on their ass, like you guys sound fucking crazy, man.
I have a genuine question for the women coming online defending Lindsay Clancy. Knowing everything that you know today about her psychosis, her unaliving her 3 children, if she was somehow released today, let's say she's a free woman, would you then allow her to babysit your kids? I want an honest answer.
She was not in psychosis. No. So why did her husband? The one saying yes, the same ones with that blame Patrick for leaving the kids with her. Right. Right. Why did her husband go on numerous trips leaving the kids with her? You know what? Let's not act like this white woman isn't rich. She's rich. She's rich. They don't hurt for nothing. She had more ways to get help than anybody. She had support from her mother. She had support from his family and him. But guess what? If I'm going to keep doing this, I'm telling you, bro, maybe I do need to go out and go to the store, get me some bread. You know what I'm saying? Go get me some Skittles. Give me a breath of fresh air. If my baby mama, if the wife, if the woman I married was that fucking crazy to the point that we got to keep her cooped up in pills and shit like that, I'll be ready to get the fuck on too. I'll be ready to get the fuck on too. Straight the fuck up. But what you expect him to do? You wanted him to leave her and then possibly get custody of the kids? And then she would have killed them anyway? Like, what are these people talking about? I'm telling you right now, if you know anybody in those fucking comment sections, report them to CPS. I don't even that's probably the first and only time you ever gonna hear me say some shit like that. Especially knowing that I'm dealing with CPS cases my damn self. But nigga, fuck healthcare. She had everything that you need. She had everything that you needed. She had the pills. She had the time. She had the house. She had everything that she fucking needed. And they expect for her to get more help? Some people just shouldn't be parents. Fact. Some people just shouldn't be fucking parents. It is sad that we have to go through this and people are actually taking up for this woman. People kept on saying, I bet if it was 3 dogs, they wouldn't have fucking they would have won her ass home. I bet if she kicked the fucking chihuahua. And this is the dangers of people saying, oh, well, I love animals more than I love humans. That's these motherfuckers. That's the motherfuckers who keep on taking up for this white woman, killing 3 white babies. And it's a lot of evil white women out there that's taking up for her. But do y'all not know that she's hurting your cause also? She took 3 white people out that could have had 6 babies each. Don't y'all complain about y'all numbers drop? Y'all complain about y'all numbers dropping all the fucking time. She just took 3 white people out. And y'all still taking up for her because y'all love animals more than y'all love humans. In the show, y'all don't give a fuck about those kids. They doing scions for this woman. They raised them near $1 million after the fact that she said that she's the one who killed the babies. She's not on trial to say that to see if she killed them. They know that she killed them. The thing is, was she insane at the time? Was she insane at the time? Facts, because animals won't call you out on your bullshit. Facts. That's why people love dogs so much. They sit there. It's something they can't even talk. They can't snitch. You can kick them. You can rape them. Motherfuckers been raping their dogs for 10 fucking years. We ain't found out until somebody snitch. Oh, I bet you do love animals more than you love humans. They can't tell what you've been doing behind those closed doors. They can't tell me that you've been putting peanut butter on your balls and making them niggas lick it off. I bet you love animals more than you love fucking humans. You fucking psychopaths, bro. And these people really think it's a fucking game, dude. These people really think it's a game. They thinking they are untouchable on this fucking internet. Hold on. So this morning, this is yesterday. He denied the motion to reduce the charges to second degree. I have heard zero evidence showing that Lindsay did this. 15,000.1K. Let's go on your page. Oh, it is private, right? All you fucking cowards with these fucking private pages. Private your page because motherfuckers is we're not playing with you, bro. We're not playing with you. Like anybody who take up for this woman, they should get their kids snatched from them. I'm not fucking playing. This is heartbreaking, and nobody give a fuck about those kids. All of these supporters who just gave her a fucking $1 million, damn near 800,000. Let me be technical. Gave this woman 800,000 for killing her fucking children. It's fucking crazy. I still don't know what the case is. The case is about this white woman killing her fucking kids because she don't like her kids. Straight up. She wrote about it. She planned it out. She had everything planned out. She even tried to kill herself, but the dumb bitch jumped out of a 2-story window. Like, you need to go a little bit higher. You need to go a little bit higher. You're trying to kill yourself. Why you ain't just, you know where the fuck the gun's at? 800K for what? That's what I'm asking. For what? For what? I don't know. Because she already admitted that she killed them. But these people, I see myself in Lindsay. I see myself in Lindsay. I bet you do. I bet you fucking do, you crazy ass motherfucker. Hey, I'm sitting here trying to raise money for fucking kids, bro. Matter of fact, damn, we ain't getting no donations. We ain't getting no donations. If you can, donate to the back to school giveaway, y'all. We giving away 500 book packs, backpacks, pencils, erasers, paper, binders, folders, all the shit for all the things needed for a high nigga pie. No, I'm playing, but yeah, we're gonna be helping out these kids out in the school. It's gonna be 500 kids. It's gonna be live streamed here on RBN. So if you guys can, please donate to for the poor. The goal was $1,500, but we have raised almost $700. So I would say another $600 should get us in the green. But thank you guys for if you did donate already. If you can't contribute, please come out and please email me at bethea.rome, bethea.rome@gmail.com. Yeah, they see themselves in a child killer. I don't know how else to put this shit, bro. I don't know how else to put this shit. These people think that they are safe on this internet, bro. Like, you are not safe. You are not anonymous. I don't know how many times people have to warn you. Like, how many times do the police have to knock on your door to let you know that you're not anonymous. How many people get caught with all kind of CP on their computer and they've been going through these black sites and black websites, these dark websites, and they still get caught? You are not fucking safe. We will find you. We will find you. And if you have kids, they need to get put in a better place than with you, because and everybody who donated to that woman needed to be tracked back to their emails, and they need to be questioned. Why do you see yourself in this child killer? God damn. Jody. Hey, Jody, I haven't seen you in a minute. Jody, thank you so much for that $20 on Venmo. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much, man. Shit. That was our first donation of the day. So we're doing good. We're on track. If your kids become too much, give them to childless families. Do not kill your kids, right? Or give them to the grandmother. This family is rich, y'all. This is a fucking upper middle class, rich family. There was no door shut for her. There was multiple ways of getting around this. Multiple ways of getting around this. She did not like her kids, and that's why she killed them. Okay, well, if we blame postpartum depression, we blame her being unstable, emotionally unstable. Am I being misogynistic, or am I just agreeing with a whole bunch of feminists? Am I in a bizarre world right now where all of these feminists who have been taken up for women for fucking generations now had to fight back on all these stereotypes? Now they are saying the stereotypes is the reason why she did these things, and we should forgive her. You guys are hurting women. In the long run, you are going to hurt women with this bullshit. Let my baby mama be out of jail and be on the internet talking about, oh, I see myself in Lindsay. Oh, whoa. Nigga. Something going on with my baby mama. She talking about she loved killing kids and child killers or something like that. I can't. It's all over the internet. She all over the internet talking about she love how kids get killed. I don't know. Don't be racist. That's like all brunettes. That's kind of like all them brunettes that's in their 40s. They all kind of, that's all them evil brunettes. All them evil brunettes, they all got that look to them like, oh, I didn't kill some people. No, I'm playing. No, I'm playing. I'm talking shit. Shout out to my older brunettes. Y'all not evil. If you know me, I love all women. I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like the Dr. Umar. I only sleep with white women. I only sleep with black women, and I don't find no other woman of any other race attractive. Like, yeah, that's that's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie, because I know a white girl right now that Dr. Umar Johnson will drop his pants for. But, let's get back on topic, y'all. Yeah, but please, y'all, please, if you are feeling some type of way, if you are not in the right headspace, if you feel like you can't be controlled, get away. Just get away. How about this? Instead of killing your kids, kill yourself. I think that's way easier than just killing 3 different people. Like, you took 3 fucking lives and you ain't take yours. Why was their life the first ones you thought of when you got tired? When you feel like it was enough, when you feel like you had it up to here, why not take your own life? No, it's not. Zoe, they be letting me get away with some shit. They be on Nick's head. They don't be on my head. They don't be on my head. Why is it that those are the first people that's on your mind? Right. Exactly. And now she's paralyzed for the rest of her life. And I hope that she gets life. I hope that she gets life. And I hope that those women in there who will never be able to go home and see their kids again. Like, we have to remember, like, the prison system is full of innocent people, mostly innocent people. A lot of these women who's locked up in those prisons, they are doing life and they will never be able to see their kids, never be able to hug, smell them, breathe on them. Never again. Let's hope they give her the suicide attempt that she tried to fake. You want to jump? What my nigga New Jack say? Oh, I can't feel my legs. You ain't gonna need them. Geronimo. No, they said bombs away, bitch. You know, because hey, I've been in jail. You know, we got those upper boys. She might be in quarantine right now, getting ready to get her trial. Get the trial over with. She might be in quarantine, but somebody is gonna get her. I'm appalled. Man, this shit. I'm up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just looking at all these comments. It's mostly white women, but you got your black women who want to fit in too. I'm black. I think that she's innocent too. Look at me. Give me attention. And they're going to be the same ones crying when the CPS knocking on their door. Oh, yeah, we got to call in talking about endangering children. I'm not endangering my kids. That mindset you is. And then think about being the kid of the mother that's in these fucking cars making these videos while you in the fucking back seat and she's talking about how much she see herself in Lindsay. Nigga, I'll be trying to get the tuck and roll. I'll be trying to get the fuck out of here. Like, what the fuck mama talking about? She talking about Lindsay? She talking about the chick that... Oh, no, hell no. I swear. Let me see. A square. Square. I don't know, man. You'll be surprised. You will be surprised. It's not full of child killers. There's a lot of them in there. But a lot of those women, are victim of sex trafficking and all kind of shit. Like, it was that one woman who went to jail and she got 25 years for killing the one who took her fucking innocence, pimped her out. She killed them in a motel. They gave her life. There's women in there like that who will never be able to get their freedom again. Somebody gonna get her, I'm telling you. Better hope they get the new. Look, I would rather be dealt with by the system than by the community. That's all I know. Because the community, they don't know when to stop. They don't know when to stop. Yeah, she was a teenager and got charged as an adult because she killed the motherfucker who took her innocence away from her. So, yeah. Somebody's going to get her ass together. And she in that wheelchair. You know, I got love for all my disabled people, but being a child killer in a wheelchair inside of prison, that's just a stew of disaster, my nigga. Like, you're going to be eating a lot of pussy or you're going to be getting extorted. She going to get extorted because her husband rich or her ex-husband rich. So she's going to be getting extorted for sure. And when she can't pay anymore, when her mouth stop working, it's over. This is fucking crazy. Okay, let's get to the next story. Next story, you guys. Let's lighten up the mood because I was gonna save that story for last, but it's just been ripping at my heart. I'm like, damn, this is a lot of women who sympathize with fucking child killers. Like, holy fuck, I did not know. Man, it makes you paranoid, right? It makes you paranoid. Like, damn, you would think it would be men, you know what I'm saying? That'd be like, yeah, she's innocent. I'm like, no, it's women doing this. Like, I don't know, you know. I can't imagine giving birth to people who, you know, giving them parts of my body, giving them my sodium, breaking my ribs for them. You know, they had to cut my asshole open in order for me to push out this big ass head and murder. I can't think about murdering somebody like that who's literally a part of me. That is fucking crazy. Huh.
Well, it was just days ago that North Korea fired a ballistic missile into waters near Japan in an apparent show of strength ahead of joint military exercises with South Korea due to start tomorrow. Donald Trump has responded today by ordering the Pentagon to substantially reduce the planned war games, saying they're too expensive and that they send what he calls an inappropriate and hostile signal to North Korea. The president taking to Truth Social, also insisting he has a very good relationship with the North Korean dictator who has been unthreatening and respectful.
My nigga is not a dictator. Let's just get that out of the way. I hate when they say that shit.
The exercises begin tomorrow and normally involve around 18,000 South Korean troops alongside US forces, and they rehearse everything from drone attacks to cyber warfare. Trump says it is too late to cancel, but wants the plans stripped back. It's a significant concession to Kim Jong-un, who has long condemned the drill.
Hold on. Look at my nigga Fade, though. Look at my nigga Fade. Zero on the side. Then he went up with the open guard on the upper taper part. Then he blended in. Nigga. Look at my nigga crispy as hell. I wonder who cut my nigga hair, bro. My nigga stay crispy. If he just sharpened his hairline right here, just sharpened it, boy, my nigga. That nigga Kim Jong-un be fresh as hell. Look at that nigga outfit, bro. My nigga be dripped out.
Long condemned the drills as a rehearsal for invasion, something that is particularly striking because North Korea has now tested 2 ballistic missiles within a week. Tensions remain high in the area, South Korea revealing it recently fired warning shots after North Korean soldiers crossed the military demarcation line.
And there's a lot of things that's going on with the DPRK, man. The people... It is so I can't lie. The future is bright. The future is bright for the world. The future is bright for the rest of the world, but we are about to get into some dark ass times. We're about to get into some dark ass times, boy. It's about to get bad because once these countries start, rebuilding their relations and doing all these military exercises with each other and they find some common ground, that's bad for the empire, man. It's all bad for the empire. And I don't see this shit getting any better at all. I think that, Trump is going to get backed into a corner on North Korea, and he's going to have to pick and choose. And I think that he's afraid. I think that he's afraid of Kim Jong-un and the people of North Korea because if he they got nukes. I'll probably be a little bit shaky too. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just go to war with them like you just went to war with Iran. You can't just go in and kidnap their presidents or their leaders and whatnot because they can and will retaliate and have stated so multiple fucking times. They will fucking retaliate against you, and there will be nothing that you can do about it. Not only this, let's hold on, share my screen one more time with you guys.
Did North Korea just win? Because this has probably got to be one of the most successful years of Kim's life. Not only did South Korea's president just propose official talks to formally end the Korean War, which has technically been ongoing since 1953, making it one of the longest ongoing conflicts in modern history, but also Donald Trump just agreed to scale back their annual military drills with South Korea, saying they send a totally inappropriate and hostile message, even describing North Korea as being unthreatening and respectful. But Kim's ATH doesn't even stop there, because he's got not one, but two global superpowers competing for his attention. Bachelor Kim is crazy. You see, traditionally, North Korea was pretty much reliant on China for trade. But then the Russia-Ukraine war kicked off and everything changed. Putin hit up Kim saying, yo, we need more weapons and men to fight. Kim, he said, I got you, Poots, but I'm gonna need $10 billion, an amount equivalent to a quarter of the entire GDP of North Korea. And so not only did that deal flood North Korea with cash, but it's even got major Western media outlets like the Wall Street Journal writing headlines like, the world's most surprising economic success story is North Korea. And they've been paying out with this money. We're talking BMW dealerships, Uber-style ride-hailing apps, QR code restaurant payments, pet stores, gaming cafes. They built more new homes than LA or Chicago. They're even paying me to make this video. I'm kidding. Seriously? That is a joke. And despite for years, almost every expert saying that North Korean collapse was imminent, not only has their regime now outlasted the freaking Soviet Union, but North Korea's economy has now grown over 10% combined in the last 3 years. That's now bigger than before they were hit with global sanctions. How, Kim? They were supposed to break.
So like I said, the future is very bright for the rest of the world. But for us, North Korea is winning. They're going to continue to win. That economically is doing great. And all of you non-believers, stay where you at. Stay where you at, because we have been telling you this for a while now. Everybody who was up, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, Mark? What's going on? Everybody who was up on the news, we knew where this was heading to, and everybody was saying, well, North Korea is going to hurt themselves by joining Russia in the Ukraine fight. I say, how? What the fuck? How is that going to hurt them in any way? Their soldiers get experience, and you know what I'm saying, they get money. I don't see how that's going to hurt North Korea at all. But what I do see is a whole bunch of Americans coping with the fact that North Korea is standing up for their comrades. Let me see you. And another thing is, you can't just go after. You're not about to go after the DPRK, and you're not going to get Russia and China inside your ass. Like that's 2 feet inside of your ass. That's 10 toes inside of your booty hole. You do not want it with North Korea. They are doing great. They're going to continue to do great. And if the North and the South talk the relations, and we can somehow unify the country again into one, hopefully just DPRK. That would be fucking awesome, because let's be real. South Korea is nothing more but a military base for America. And when the Iran war kicked off and they start taking all their fucking systems and, giving it to Israel and start to, leave South Korea open to attacks. I don't know if you guys remember this, but the same day they had moved some Patriot and Thrag missile systems, North Korea did some exercises and let go of some missiles. Like, hey, watch it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is beautiful, man. And North Korea they see the future. They see the future as not with the U.S. The petrodollar is falling thanks to Iran. And there's little to no, like, what can they actually get out of? Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask this: what have they gained by being an ally to America? They have been at war. They have been at war. That's what they have gained, war. With no fucking end goal. That's what being an ally to America brings you. And hopefully, since they had I don't know if you guys remember, but South Korea had thrown out their president because he was corrupt. He was dealing with some shady motherfuckers, and they kicked his ass to the curb. So now, hopefully, just like how Malcolm X was saying, in order for us to talk amongst each other and come up with a plan, we have to get these people away from off of our negotiation table. They can't sit at the same table as us. These are our agitators. These are our enemies. Why are they sitting at the same table as us as we negotiate amongst each other? And I'm glad that they're taking heed. They are taking the word of Malcolm X and putting this shit into practice. Because with the U.S. at the negotiation table, you're never going to find peace in Korea, ever. True. Hold on, who the hell are you talking about? Who changed their profile picture? What is y'all arguing about? Y'all niggas always arguing in these damn comments. God damn. Leave it up to a whole bunch of leftists and communists and anarchists to be arguing amongst each other. Shit, this is beautiful times that we are looking at. We are looking at a new breath of communism. Communism is getting a new breath of life, you guys. Dead ass. Communism is getting a new breath of life, and we are here to witness it. We are here witnessing North Korea having better fucking housing, free housing, affordable housing than America. Feeding their people, clean water, infrastructure done. Not only that, we got Burkina Faso over there rising the fuck up, kicking the AUES. We are seeing a new breath being blown into the body of communism. This is a great, great day. Because if North Korea is doing good, China is doing good. If China is doing good, then the rest of us that practice Marxist or any other fucking form of communism, we are doing better also. Like I told you guys, the reason why we are getting so fucked when it comes to certain rights, when it comes to working rights, when it comes to, women rights and shit like that, is because we don't have the USSR anymore. We was looking at the USSR, and not only that, but the USSR did help us negotiate a lot of these terms when it comes to these rights and how it should look out and how it should play out. The people from the USSR did help people in the civil rights movement, right? We looked at them and was like, how the fuck they got affordable housing before us? How the fuck they got clean water before us? How the fuck do they got, child labor laws and shit like that? We supposed to be the top guys on the fucking block. But now we have China and North Korea to look at as examples also. Look at how the world is taking in China becoming the number one superpower. They are at all with it. Flying cars, infrastructure, fucking buildings just because you need them, just because you might need them. You might need them. So we're going to build these houses just because you might need them one day. And all you get from Americans all over the internet is, see, this is what happens when they actually take care of their people. This is what happens when the government actually take care of their people. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So now we have to go and fight for these things again because we didn't go far enough. There you go. Yep, we didn't go far enough, so now we got to fight all over again. But now we have examples of how to do these things, and how to seize state power. So communism won't work. It's just corrupt. Blah blah. That's that liberal bullshit. How does communism not work? How does us saying what we want to happen not work? How does us doing what we want to do not work? If we wanted it to happen, it's going to happen. How does communism not work? I don't understand that. Where have communism ever worked? Everywhere. Everywhere has been tried. Communism has worked. This is why the bombs get dropped. This is why the sanctions get placed. This is why the blockades going up and placed around these fucking countries. Countries that can't even fucking do anything to you as far as war or even place sanctions back onto you. Puerto Rico, Cuba. Those are people that you pick on. Where have communism ever worked? It worked for Cuba very fucking well. Very fucking well, to the point that they had to come in and start wiping them niggas the fuck out. How many times you tried to kill Fidel Castro? No. Communism is the only system because it is a system made for the people, by the people. It is the only system. It is the only system that's set up to actually conquer fascism. Do you not understand what you guys be saying? Like, we just need a whole new thing. Do you understand how old the world is? Do you understand how new communism actually is compared to other ideologies and ideologies out there? There's nothing old about communism. So no, we don't need a new system. We need the people in charge of their own fucking lives. But you guys, you're cowards. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, I don't want to wield my own power. I don't want to give the power to the community. I don't want to give the power to the workers. We just want some other new fucking system. Okay, what system is that? What system is that? Because you guys always say this, but you never say what system would you want in place over capitalism or communism. It's just something that's going to poof out of nowhere. Do you know how much math, science, and history is behind these fucking movements? That is just like child's play to me. Y'all, we need a new system. No, we don't. There's plenty of systems on this earth that will work better than capitalism. There's plenty of fucking ideologies that work better than capitalism. But none can hold a candle to fucking communism. None has came close to actually liberation. Liberation. Do you know what liberation means? Do y'all know what a revolution is? Do you know what revolution brings? Do you know it not only brings blood, but it brings control of the land, control of the way that you live, what you take in, what you breathe? Like, this is why I say the American Revolution wasn't a revolution, because they enslaved people after the fact. They enslaved people. A revolution will be liberation of all people. That wasn't a revolution. That was bourgeois. That was some bourgeois bullshit. They got mad because they didn't want to play by the British rule. That's all that shit was. They didn't want to play by the rules that was set for them. So they broke the rules, went over here, conquered. Imperialism, colonialism. That's what that was. Far from a revolution. Farthest thing that you can have from a fucking revolution. Before we get to this next story, y'all, thank you all for tuning in to Rome's Rebellion. I have been busy as hell, but thank you guys. I love you guys so much. If you don't know, we are raising money for a back-to-school giveaway. We are raising $1,500, but we already raised over $700. So our goal is just 600 and something to make sure that we get, make sure we got everything that we need. We just went to go get some book bags. We got about 300 book bags so far. We're going to get 500, but we still need paper, pencils, and all that shit. That shit costs the most because book bags want nothing like, well, we got them on bunk for like, we got 100 for like $100 and something, something like that. So it's like $125 for 100 book bags. So if you guys can, please donate to Cash App, Tour for the Poor, PayPal, Unholy Rome 6, or Venmo, Tour for the Poor. We're going to be out here on the east side of Detroit. If you guys are out here in the Metro Detroit area, please contact me at bethea.rome@gmail.com. I will get you on the phone with one of the members of the care party, or maybe I will call you myself if I'm not that busy, but the care party will be in touch with you if you want to meet up in person and help out if you have something to help out with that you want to donate. But yeah, please donate to Cash App Tour for the Poor. I'm sick. Let's get on to this next fucking story. I'm tired of fucking yapping about that. Oh, shit. Can I do this next story? Because I'm not logged into Twitter. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Okay, so I trust this guy. Shit, you donate $100, I send you a dick pic. No, I'm playing. No. Is the care party related to chair? No. The care party is, we're more of a militia, but we still serve the community, you know, just whole bunch of gangbangers who just too old to fucking kill each other nowadays. But yeah, the care party, our acronyms is calling all revolutionaries everywhere, or communists accelerating revolution and emancipation. So I need 100. Oh God. But there's been a lot of talk in the town about Europe getting like the Boogaloo Boys. No, the Boogaloo Boys isn't a militia. The Boogaloo Boys, I wouldn't say that they're a militia. I don't know, but we actually have party lines and shit that we can't cross, and you know, like certain things that we don't do. So nah, I wouldn't call them a militia. I don't see the Boogaloo Boys putting in that type of work. I don't know. Maybe they is. I don't know. I haven't seen them niggas in like fucking 12 years. So no, like 6 years. So there's been a lot of talk in the town that the EU might get their asses striked next. There's been quote unquote threats from Iran that they will strike Europe if they continue to butt in with Israel and the US's mess, which I'm like, okay, well, a lot of people saying, well, this is going to cause Article 15, but it depends on what country that they choose to strike, right? So I don't think any articles are going to, you know, they're going to activate any articles if the EU actually does get struck, depending on the targets. But I think the EU do need to mind their business, because as we can see, the U.S. has been getting pushed out. There's been talks from the Pentagon. And they have admitted that they are getting their asses whooped. They are, you know, deducing the people, the boots on the ground. That's their bases are basically ash, and it's going to take another lifetime to rebuild those military bases over. And with that being said, I don't think it's smart for NATO to get into a war with Iran, because we know that it's going to, continue. It's going to have a domino effect to where China, Russia, and all these other countries are going to want to join in, or they're going to have to join in, because it's not only a national security for Iran, it's a national security for China and Russia also, if the EU starts to, hold military exercises on Iran. There's a gang war going on the right. Groupers, that's how you pronounce it? Is it groupers? Why do that sound so bad? Why do I sound bad saying that? Why do that sound bad? Why do that like that? It's like got a bad taste in my mouth. TPUSA, white on white violence turf war. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. 10 to 15 years to not just rebuild, but to recover the influence again. That influence is gone. That influence is gone. You guys have been getting your asses kicked so bad that they probably was ever wondering, why was I scared of you again? You ever see a nigga like bully people around you like he a little bigger than other kids in the school and shit like that, and he fuck around and get knocked out by the little skinny guy or the shorter guy, and you be like, why was I even scared of you before? I think that's what's playing through the minds of these leaders in the Middle East. Because the way that they have been getting their asses kicked, yeah, I'll be thinking the same damn thing. Let me share my screen with you guys.
Iran is now saying that they will target US bases in Europe if the war escalates, as Iran sees the restart of the war as being inevitable, and so they're preparing to directly attack US military targets all over Europe as part of its escalation plan. That is, if the United States does not meet Iran's demands, restarts the war, and Trump escalates by attacking Iran's civilian infrastructure. The reporting is coming to us from the Financial Times, who spoke to 2 Iranian officials who said that they are assessing strikes on US assets in Bulgaria, Cyprus, and more. And a senior Iranian leader went on to say, and I quote, should the US go too far, Iran will defend itself at any price and go beyond the region and hit Europe too. And then went on to add, a very big mistake such as hitting our infrastructure could make the war go beyond the region and reach Europe too, with Bulgaria's Besmar air base in southeastern Europe, as well as the RAF Akrotini in Cyprus being chosen as initial targets by Iran. And behind the scenes, this may be what the Trump administration secretly wants, and it would force the Europeans to join the war against the Iranians, which has been a goal for Washington for a long time. Iran is now saying that they will target US bases in Europe if the war escalates, as Iran sees the restart of the war as being inevitable. And
I think it's smart to threaten them, because that's not a matter, because they saying if Trump if Trump escalate and attack any more civilian infrastructure, that's not a if, that is a win. That is whenever Trump attacks our civilian infrastructure, we're gonna fucking burn your bases too. And this is gonna get the EU on the phone with Trump. It's gonna get NATO up, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck should we do? Because we can see that NATO is a paper tiger. Like, I don't know, like, I never seen NATO as this big, strong alliance that, you know what I'm saying, that just take over and do whatever the fuck they want. Like, they lose too many wars for me to not look at them like, okay, you just got a big mouth. But when somebody punches you, you run and you go get your mama, and like, so NATO, they definitely don't want to. They definitely don't want any parts of this. They can sit back and say, "Oh yeah, well, we agree with this, and we are with the U.S. on this and that." But to have your bases targeted is another thing. To have your bases targeted is another thing, especially while you guys are continue to escalate war with Russia. That is the last thing you want. It's for your base to be wiped out. It's for places for you to, refuel and get some sleep, get some rest, and get some more soldiers from. It'll be a very fucked up thing, man. You don't want to take it there. So get your mans on the phone and tell them to shut the fuck up and calm down. Okay, we can't control Trump. Well, guess what's going to happen? I hope it happens. What's going on, Matt? I hope it happens because, like the EU need to be taught a lesson also. Like this is about to be some dark times for the West, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. I think we had a good enough. We had a long run. 240 something, 50 years. We had it going good for too long, if you ask me. The West want war. Yes, they want war because this is the only thing that they have. This is the only thing. Like shit. A good chunk of our infrastructure is just. Not infrastructure. A good chunk of our workforce is just building weapons. Straight the fuck up. And this is the only thing that they got, because who can actually negotiate with these countries again that's from the US? Like you're gonna need somebody from like Jordan to negotiate or some shit. Like you're gonna need somebody that ain't got nothing to do with anything to negotiate for us, because who's gonna trust us after all of this? After all of this bullying, we stealing all of this land, we kidnapping presidents and all kind of shit. Who's gonna trust the US to actually, negotiate in good faith? I mean, if you do, you would be a fool. Jody, thank you for this. Thank you for this $20 on Venmo. Guys, please donate. We're doing a back to school giveaway for these baby kids here on the east side of Detroit. They definitely need it. Any dollar helps. It don't matter, 5, 10, 15, 1,000. You could just give me 1,000. I'll be good. No, I'm playing. Our goal is only like 600. Our goal is only like 600. But anything would help. But yes, this is just the roosters coming home to roost. And if you don't see it, like with the rise of the DPRK, China continuing to grow to be the number one superpower, Iran, flexing their powers, flexing their military powers on us, Russia wiping out NATO. I don't give a fuck when nobody say, oh, well, like people like to talk shit about Russia. Oh, well, Russia couldn't even take on Ukraine. Nigga, Russia is fighting Ukraine collectively. There is no way you can't say that when you're getting $100 billion, you're getting $1 billion from this country, you're getting $100 million from this country, you're getting $500 million from this country, you're getting troops. And not only that, but we know that some of these people from the EU, some of these people from America is going over there as mercenaries. And, they're fighting for, so, hey. Yeah, this is Roosters coming home to roost, man. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it running, because we got to think about it like this. I used to think like, no, you got to stay here, you got to fight. We're gonna fight here and we're gonna die. Nobody owes us anything. Straight up, like I tell my kids this all the time: get your money and get the fuck up out of here. Like you don't owe me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even as a communist, bro, at a certain point, like some shit is just bigger than us right now. Yes, if you have kids, save yourself. But if you have revolutionary, you know what I'm saying, you want to go out revolutionary suicide, let's go. You know what I'm saying? But I don't blame you. Because that's not the only reason why people would want to leave America. There's multiple reasons why people want to leave America. And they have every right to feel that way. They have every right to move out. It's their life. It's your body. I can't stop you. I can try to get in your head to like, look, we got to fight, blah, blah. But if you have to, get the fuck on, bro, because we ain't going to do nothing but die over here anyway. Prison time. Like, they locking us up. They locking the activists up. They locking us up. They killing us, you know what I'm saying? They giving us 100 years for protesting ICE. You know what I'm saying? They give you 100 years because of, they gave you life because a cop tried to attack you when he had a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to put up with it, you don't have to. Because everybody don't have that spirit. Everybody don't want to die. Everybody don't want to kill. So hey, it is what it is. Save yourself if you can. If you can find a way, you know, if you can find protection that's not under the American Iron Fist, more power to you. Damn, Nick Guest is a black citizen journalist who fled to China from Detroit 21 years ago. Hey, I'm gonna tune in for that. That's crazy. That's crazy. That sounds like some shit I do. Man, they lucky I'm a felon. I would have been got the fuck out of here. They put that felon on me in what 2024. Man, I was like, yeah, they knew I was getting ready to get the fuck up out of here. I damn sure I would have went to Mexico, then I would have went to China. Yeah, most of us is too poor to leave, so we just gotta prepare any way that we can, man. We gotta prepare any way that we can. We might not have much, but we have way more than what we need when we are with each other. And I know it sounds corny, but it's the fucking truth. I'll be right back, you guys. We're gonna share some old Kwame True. Let's take a small break.
Revolutionaries, and we understand as revolutionaries that we stand on principles. You must not get confused. The American capitalist system does not lie some of the time. It lies all of the time. When it tells the truth, it's a result of a double lie. It's a fact everywhere. Matter of fact, you will read in your very textbooks that they say politics is the art of compromise. Another lie. I'm a revolutionary. I understand that where principles are involved, there is no compromise. Osajifo, Kwame Nkrumah, that noble son of Africa, says any compromise of principle is an abandonment of principle. When one speaks of principle, there is no middle ground. There is no gray area. There is no in-between. It's either one side or the other. When the capitalist press want to attack the All-African People's Revolutionary Party, they tell people all the time, don't you all go listen to them. They're crazy. Especially that one Kwame Ture. He was crazy in the 60s. He's crazier in the 90s. Well, you know, they call Malcolm crazy, so they're not going to call me sane. And I'll never be sane in a system that's insane. That's clear. They said, oh, he's just extremist. You know, for him, everything is one side or the other. It's either white or black. Ain't nothing gray. It's either hot or cold. Ain't nothing warm. It's either wet or dry. Ain't nothing damp. They're correct. We're revolutionaries, and we fight for principles, and there is no compromise. You know this well as students. When you recount a story, either you lie or you tell the truth. Where's the middle ground? On a test, either you cheat or you do not. There is no gray area. And there ain't no such thing like I did a little cheating on the test. Either you believe in God or you do not. But the capitalist system will confuse you. A sister the other day tried to make middle ground, said, oh, I heard what you said about God, but let me tell you something. It's true that I believe in God, but I have my doubts. I told her, once you start doubting God, you have stopped believing in God. There is no middle ground in principle. If your people are oppressed, and you are not struggling to help alleviate the sufferings of your people, by your very active inactions, you are against your people. The point must be properly comprehended. The point must be properly driven home. Because the capitalist system will let you think that I ain't against the people, but I ain't doing nothing for them. If you ain't doing nothing for them, you're against them. If your mother is being raped, and you put your hands behind your back and you look at the television and say, I ain't got nothing to do with it, you're against your mother. If your people are being raped and you're looking at television, enjoying a sign, you're against your people. It's as simple as that. The only way we will advance as a people is when we come ourselves to take our advancement into our hands in a scientific manner. For us, there is no in-between on socialism or capitalism. We know this. Socialism is nothing but an economic system. Like capitalism, there can only be two in the world, only two. And there can only be two because each economic system must answer one fundamental question. Who will own and control the means of production? Who will own and control the wealth of the country? The question can only be answered two ways. Either a few will own or everybody will own. It's as simple as that. Of course, they will confuse you. America prides herself on being the richest country in the world. She ought to be. She's the biggest thief in the world. Stole my mama. That's right. I know what I'm talking about. She belittles Cuba because Cuba's a poor country. Dig that. Like if something has to do with how much money you get, even if you steal it. Well, in America, you know, it's so corrupt that everybody makes money by stealing, but the more you get, the less people ask you how you got it. So they come to condemn Fidel Castro. Some people even think that because Cuba is poor, America can just walk in there and shoot them up. Vietnam was poor. That's right. Vietnam was very poor. When I was in Vietnam, North Vietnam, because, you know, I didn't go to fight the Vietnamese. They ain't did me nothing. I know my enemy. I'm not confused. Right. I'm not confused. When they call me, listen, I was in Mississippi getting terrorized trying to get my people to vote. They called me up in New York in the draft boards. What you call me for? Well, you got to go to Vietnam and fight for democracy, give them the right to vote. And they said it with a straight face. All right, thank you. All right, you got him. I never got confused with them. You know, but the Vietnamese whooped America on one bowl of rice a day. That's right. I don't know what makes them think the Cubans can't whoop them on half a bowl. And as for all you little Cubans out, you always planning. Look here, they've been planning on Castro since the Bay of Pigs. Let them plan on. They will keep on planning. But Fidel Castro is a great man, and all people who love justice respect him. Look at the situation. Cuba is a poor country, of that there is no question. But do you know in Cuba, every child from the time they're born until they die will have perfect health care free of charge to every level. They won't even pay for medicine. It's a poor country. Cuba is a poor country, but if you were a student in Cuba, you wouldn't pay a penny for your education, not a penny. When you look at poor Cuba and see its concerns for its citizens, and you look at rich America and see its homeless, of which Cuba has none, you can see the difference between capitalism and socialism.
Man, I love Kwame, man. He be telling the fucking truth, and he make it so easy. He make it so easy, man. Like he the reasons why I be going outside. They be like, what do this mean? Like, ain't that the Russian? I'm like, you know, I wish Russia was still communist. I really do. They be like, so what is that? I'm like, man, this symbol is flown everywhere, man, all over the world. This you will see the hammer and sickle is more popular than the American flag. So I don't get why people are like, oh, that's the Russian. Like, I don't know about that, but I know even if it was Russian, I know it's way more popular than that fucking American flag. You got Americans who don't even want to fucking fly that shit. Fight the wars for our freedoms. Dump Trump. No, ain't no dump Trump, nigga. It's dump the whole system. You gotta dump the whole system. It's this whole fucking system. It got to go, y'all. I don't know. Like, I would love to outlive this shit, but I don't see what the fuck is wrong with my. Why does bitch keep clicking off, bro? What the fuck? I don't know what something wrong with my monitor. It keep blinking. So yeah, we're gonna get through this crap anyways. But yeah, if Iran attacked Europe, that's gonna be the funniest shit this year. I ain't gonna lie. I hope the innocent don't get hit. I hope the innocent don't get hit. Right? No children, none of that. But man, if they hit the EU, man, that's gonna be crazy as fuck, boy. This war is about to go out of control. It's about to go out of control. But I think it had to happen. Like there's just too much tension around all these nuclear superpowers. It's just too much tension. Somebody got to go. And America see the writing on the wall. This is why they are stealing from us. This is why they are taking all of the shit that they can. They are, letting out all of these thieves. Well, Trump is pardoning all of his thieving ass friends who had stole. Oh shit, who the fuck is this? Oh, it's my fucking sister. Ash. Oh shit, I didn't see that. Thank you so much for that $30 in Venmo. I appreciate that. Sorry about that. I'm just seeing that. What is you talking about? Oh, what the fuck are you? Let me start reading these damn comments. Oh, dumb Trumper. Okay. Majority of Russians want to return to communism, of course. I don't know. Hey, Zoe, remember, I forgot his role. Damn it. But he had asked Putin, he was like, oh, yeah, so, the people want socialism back. So can we have just a little bit of socialism? Putin was like, I think about it. I'm like, this bitch ass nigga. Will be plenty if they did with Israel. And it's not just Israel, y'all. Like, we have to remember, like, there will always be another country that is willing to do Israel's dirty work for the U.S. as long as they feel like they can, they can capitalize off of it. And it's fucked up, but, I mean, I see Japan going to war against fucking Korea. I see him going back to war against China, and not only that, you got the traders, the red coats in the fucking in Taiwan. They see the writing on the wall too, but I think that they are so far in that they can't get out. So there's multiple countries willing to do dirty work for the empire. Never like, oh my God. Waiting for Toe to call me back. I'm on what is this, Harper and Van Dyke? I'm off Harper and Van Dyke. Sure, I'm trying to get somebody to drop it off now, but nobody got cash. Let me I'm doing a show right now. Let me call you right back, and I'm gonna try to get it to you. All right. Damn. Bagging ass little sister. She ain't never give a nigga no money, but she'll call for some fucking money though. I ain't got no fucking money. Damn, man. She lucky I love her ass. Cuss her ass the fuck out. The Communist Party is a real contender for this election in Russia. Man, they always right there, man. They always right there. Hopefully they can take over, Hopefully they can take over. I would love to see communists take back over Russia, especially with all the wealth and power that they have accumulated over the time of being Russia. So, yeah, that would be great to see. Belt and Road Initiative, you get a train, you get a train, you get a train. The Belt and Road Initiative, that is a beautiful thing. Like, you have to be thinking like 50 years, 100 years in the future to see some shit like this. Like, look, we got to find a way to connect these countries again. Like, we got to find a better way to trade with each other, a faster way to trade with each other, you know what I'm saying? Or even safer way, because we know that these pirates out here, AKA the US, and no, I don't give a fuck about Somali pirates. I'm not talking about them. The biggest pirates is the US Navy. So, yes, Built the road initiative. That's some beautiful shit. I ain't gonna lie, man. China be coming up with some shit, dude. China be coming up with some shit. Yep, I got 5 sisters too. And they all get on my damn nerve. Every last one of them. Man. South Korea, Jordan, Japan, Philippines, Uganda. Oh yeah, Argentina. Yep, plenty of Western vessels to bomb kids. Yep, ready to bomb kids. That is fucking true. Like, getting Israel up out of here. What the fuck? Getting Israel will be just a step. It would be a great step, but it would be just a step. It would be just a step because they call it Greater Israel, but they are nothing but a vessel for America, man. Like, that is great America. America has been looking for ways to, infiltrate and take control over the Middle East for fucking generations now. Just because they put a new name on it don't mean it's a whole new thing. So they doing the same old things that they've been doing. Nothing fucking new at all. Nothing fucking new at all. Hey man, where's that video I just did? Oh, there we go. North Korea. I had posted this video I did on North Korea on Facebook. I kind of got a good following of comrades on Facebook. So I just wanted to test it out. But yeah, people still falling for those same bullshit lies that we do here, and they pounding it off on North Korea. If you guys haven't seen this video, I think I posted it on all my accounts. My Twitter page is taken down, so if you're looking for me on Twitter, I won't be back on Twitter until tonight.
Liberals love to get online and project a lot of the things that the West have done into the world, onto North Korea. And as an educated black man who knows his history, I will always have a spot in my heart for North Korea, especially the way that they stand in solidarity to this day for black liberation movements throughout the whole diaspora.
And one of my cousins called me about this. He called me about this. He was like, when have North Korea stood up for black people? I said, when have they not? Like, bro, this is why I just said y'all niggas don't read. I was like, dog, how the fuck you think the Black Panther Party was getting all that shit? How you think the Black Panther Party and the civil rights leaders was getting all that shit, bro? Like, it was a lot of fucking, dirty shit going on. But hey, we got to get it by any means necessary. And as we are comrades in arms. Just because we are American and they are Korean, that doesn't mean that we're not fighting for the same things. Like, even just looking at the solidarity that DPRK shows with Africa, that should tell you everything that you know about these people, especially when it comes to black people and black liberation. I think North Koreans might be the least racist motherfuckers. They might be the least racist Asians. Dead ass. Oh yeah, Russia is doing great. Russia's doing great. You ain't gonna hear me complaining about what the fuck they doing, especially with my backyard looking like this shit. Oh yeah, that's why I would just tell them, like, bro, just look up, the history of the DPRK in Africa, and like DPRK and the Black Panther Party, civil rights movements, and how they helped us. Like, dude, they had their own fucking chapter. They had their own fucking chapter. The fucking North Koreans, with the Black Panther Party, they had their own chapter. Dead ass, bro. Like, there's so much history that we're not even fucking reading up on, that we just let. I don't know. Yep. And they understand that our enemies are in the West. They understand that we share the same enemy, and it makes no sense It makes no sense to fight amongst each other, especially when we share the same ideologies. That would be fucking dumb. They ain't gonna do nothing but divide us even farther, seeing that we already on two different sides of the fucking world. But let's continue with this fucking talking ass nigga. Oh, please donate to Tour for the Poor, you guys. We are doing a back to school giveaway, 500 backpacks and supplies to go in each backpack. That's going to be papers, pencils, notebooks, binders, folders, erasers, markers, crayons, and all that good stuff. We're going to be doing it on the east side. If you want to come out and help us out, please contact me at bethea.rome@gmail.com if you are in the metro area of Detroit and you would like to help out in person. That is Cash App, Tour for the Poor, PayPal, Unholy Rome 6, and Venmo, Tour for the Poor, all lowercase. Thank you.
Bro, the whole diaspora. But it's funny to see these people projecting these things. Oh, well, you can't have certain types of haircuts. Dude, don't your country make black kids cut off their dreadlocks and their braids in order to attend private schools or, you know, an Ivy League school? Like, all of these things that they are saying, they're killing their own people. Oh, ICE, the police, NYPD, LAPD, DPD. Who's killing their own people again? Like, it's so funny how they go and make up all of these things and they just hope it sticks. They hope it sticks because they hope it sticks because a lot of Americans do not read. They do not read history, and this is why we are not learning from it. We killed 2 million of their people. 2 million of their people. That was a fucking genocide that we caused. And then you guys have the nerve to say that they hate us for our freedoms. They hate us because we're American. No. They hate you because you are genocidal, because you are a fucking crazy person. You are a fucking crazy person. And then, oh, well, Kim Jong-un is the leader of, no, he's not the leader of North Korea. No, he's not some supreme fucking leader. No, he's not. His role is more like the king of England right now. His father saved North Korea. Why wouldn't they have a special place in their heart for this man who saved their fucking lives and gave them a new chance at life? Why wouldn't that is fucking crazy to me. You Americans, as we are causing genocide after genocide after genocide from Lebanon to Gaza, you know, we are striking countries in Africa, and you guys have all this shit to say about North Korea, but what have North Korea actually done? Right? What have North Korea actually done to deserve this hate? I'm gonna tell you what they did. They protected themselves. They stood up to the fucking crackers that's in fucking charge in America, and you motherfuckers would never let them live it down. You won't forgive them for becoming a nuclear state, so they won't get ran over like how you doing Puerto Rico, how you doing Cuba, and all these, how you just did Venezuela. Is Kim Jong-un going over to different countries, kidnapping their presidents, bombing their countries? When the last time Kim Jong-un came and poisoned our waters, poisoned our air, and told us there's nothing that he's going to do about it because fuck you? That was your presidents, your city councils, your representatives, not North Korea, not the DPRK. You crackers gonna stop projecting. You're gonna have to stop projecting. And with this new shit going on with the South and the North, talking relations and trying to unify the country back, it's over. It's over. Boy, this has to hit. This has to hit, especially to you racist ass liberals who keep on projecting all the failures and all the crimes that y'all have committed on the world until North Korea. All of you motherfuckers are shaking in your boots because the empire is coming down. And I love it. I love it. Keep telling them fucking lies, because that's all you fucking got. That's all you got is lies. You lie.
Oh shit. La. But yeah, it is very You know what I'm saying? It feels good that so many people are waking up about the truth about the DPRK. So many people are, reading for once and actually getting education, not from Ghislaine Maxwell and fucking Jeffrey Epstein family, because that did real damage on a lot of people. Like this education system, it fucked up a lot of people here, and we're still gonna pay for it. But whatever, one step at a time. I would take it, bro. I would take it. I love that communism is getting a new breath of life, bro. Like when the empire is actively falling, stealing everything that's not glued down, killing anybody that disagrees. And we see North Korea giving their people affordable housing, clean water. We see fucking China is living in 2026 while we're living in 1967. Even the communist countries out in India is doing great. Even the communist countries out there in India is doing great. And yes, this is man, like we got a real bright future ahead of us. And it kind of makes me feel better for, for the next generations up under us, because they might have a world. They might actually have a world to live in once we are gone. The hell? Whatever, y'all got that conversation. Yeah, it is great. This is great. Iran flexing they powers. Hopefully they become a nuclear state, so we won't have to go through nothing like this again. I don't think the Strait is ever going to be open again. It sucks on our end that gas is going to be high, but that is the price you got to be willing to pay for a better world. That's the price that you got to pay for a better world. And I don't see no other way of this happening. Like, I don't see America just giving up and saying, okay, well, you guys won. We're going to give up. We're going to dissolve. We're going to dissolve America as a country. And, we're going to give up our nukes. I don't see that happening. Like, you're going to have to force these people out of power. Like, and it's sad to say that, but as we can see, these people will rather die in power than to give it over to you. Dead ass. They would rather die in power. What's that? Maxwell. What's her last name? She's a black woman. I think her last name is Maxwell. And Mitch McConnell, he talking about, I'm gonna work from home. Well, his people say he gonna work from home. Yeah, they would rather die than to give up their power. And it's sad to see that, instead of America just throwing in the white flag and admitting defeat, that they're gonna have to get, they're gonna have to get ended. It's gonna be Maxine Waters. My bad, Maxine Waters. It's gonna have to be a old Yeller situation where we had to take them out back. So yeah. Cocaine, Mitch McConnell once got busted importing yayo on ships. Whoa, remember that? Then they passed a law that Congress has to show up and vote. Yep. Don't worry about that. Randy Fong gonna vote for them. Don't worry about it. Randy Fong gonna vote for him. So don't worry your little head. They're still going to fund Israel. They're still going to fund the police. They're still going to cut your Social Security. Don't have to worry about that. He's going to find a way to fuck you. Oh, yeah. He's going to find a way to fuck you. You thought just because he died, he wasn't gonna do this shit from the death from like even Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham is even fucking us from death. They all gonna find a way to fuck us. Crazy. That's my 2 hours. Shoot. Well, I thought we'd do a little bit better, but it is what it is. We got 2 donations, so hey, we made $50. I ain't complaining. Better than nothing. Jody, Ash, thank you for the $20. Thank you for the $30. If you don't know, we're doing a back to school giveaway. I'm gonna leave you guys with Kwame True before we go. We're doing a back to school giveaway, so if you can, please donate to the shit. Tick them below me. Cash App Tour for the Poor, PayPal on Holy Room 6, Venmo Tour for the Poor. Tomorrow we will be out there getting more backpacks and supplies as far as paper and erasers and all that good stuff for these kids. We'll be on the east side of Detroit. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for donating. Thank you guys for, even if you're disagreeing, this is Kwame True on Pan-Africanism and socialism. So I know I don't have a lot of black people here, but it's still good to be educated on these things because you never know where people are when people are gonna ask for any type of information. So it's good to oh fuck. No, I can't go. PCC. Fuck. I can't share because I'm not logged into Twitter yet. But PCC is being sued by an Israeli, some Israel firm is suing them. Let me see if I can find it. I know I just shared it. Okay. Bookmarks. History, whatever the fuck it's called now. Where the fuck is it? Fuck. Dude. But yeah, we need to show love. They have a fundraiser up. If y'all can go on their Twitter account. Where the fuck is this thing at? God damn. I hate how they did Twitter. Twitter is so fucked up now. Okay. Gotta be on his fucking page. Okay. People's City Council, Los Angeles, they are being sued. They are being sued by Israel Lobby. It said that they were attacking their enemies and Zionist funder Adam Milstein, Canary Mission, Brandy Center went on stage at Israel American Council and said PCC is an enemy that must be attacked. Now we're being sued and need your help. They have a fundraiser up. God damn it. Focus, bitch. I don't know.
You heard me. This information, we need to empower and mobilize an ecosystem of many organizations that we can incentivize them to work together to shape.
If you guys can, please donate to the fundraiser. I just retweeted it on the RBN Twitter page again. They're going to need some help with fundraising too. If you don't have any money, please retweet that so we can get more eyes on that. We definitely need more people because they do great work. They help a lot of activists when they need to get bonded out. They help a lot of they are everywhere. They help a lot of people. They have been a follower of mine, have been following them for the longest since RBN has been made, and they do great work. I have nothing but good things to say about them. What is PCC? PCC is the People's Cities Council. This chapter is in Los Angeles. So their chapter is in Los Angeles, and they are the ones being targeted by Israel. They are being targeted by Israel. So they have a lot of fucking money to actually, that link ain't gonna work. They have a lot of money to play with these people. So we need to get all eyes on this. If you guys can, please go on People's City Council, Los Angeles, and please share that fundraiser and let the people know that activists are being targeted by Israel again. And what is it for? For sticking up for people like you. Sticking up for people like you, bailing people like you out of jail when you get caught funding Israel, when you get caught protesting Israel or selling of Palestinian land, and selling the Palestinian homes. That's what they are there for. So if you guys can, please look out for them people. They do great work. Yeah, that is fucked up. That is fucked up. We need to look out for our comrades while we can. Because, yeah, that is. Oh, I can't imagine that. I mean, I can imagine it, but you ain't going to get shit if you sue me. Maybe that $50 that somebody just said. That's all you're going to get, because that's all I got. That's all I got. So they are being attacked for organizing student protests. So I'm pretty sure this goes back to the Biden administration, you know. So y'all. Share my screen with you guys. I'm gonna leave you guys with a babysitter. He's gonna talk about Pan-Africanism. It's always good to take in new information, especially when it comes to Black liberation and, you know, building, you know, these movements with Black people. If you guys are gonna be in Black spaces, you should know what the fuck you are talking about. So thank you to everybody that donated to Tour for the Poor for the back to school giveaway, and thank you to everybody who's gonna look up People's City Council, Los Angeles. That's their name on Twitter.
Pan-Africanism must come from the bottom up, from the masses of the people up. It is here then that we've come to see the real aspect of Pan-Africanism. We said that in the 5th Pan-African Congress, they called for mass organizations, and immediately mass organizations sprang up throughout the length and breadth of the African world. The Conventional People's Party, a mass party, sprang up in Ghana. The Democratic Party of Guinea, a mass party, sprang up in Guinea. Throughout the length and breadth of Africa, you had the TANU, the Tanzanian African National Union, which is now the CCM. My Swahili is not as good as yours. Chimpa, Chimpuraza, Mazuri.
That's very good.
Oh, my Swahili is bad. Congress made 2 definite and precise resolutions, which I want to highlight. Of course, Pan-Africanism from the very beginning was anti-colonial. From the very beginning, it was anti-colonial. It was weak. So when they came, they didn't say to the Queen, we're going to put you out of the country. They said, you must treat the natives right. You must educate them. You must prepare them for self-government. These are things that are weak, but they were anti-colonial in essence. We must not look at the form. And we got stronger, the more this anti-colonialism will express itself. Now, anti-colonialism is nothing but anti-capitalism, because colonialism is nothing but an offshoot, an aspect of capitalism. Therefore, if you're anti-colonial, you must be anti-capitalist, if you're logical in your thinking, of course, and your actions. Some people are not, but we are speaking of logical people here. Yes. If you're anti-capitalist, then you must be socialist. Capitalism cannot unite Africa. Africa has to be united by socialism. Now, there's a lot of confusion here on this question of capitalism and socialism. Just recently, a young man said to me, but socialism died. I said, it did? He said, you didn't hear about it? I said, I missed the funeral. Of course, he spoke about the betrayals that occurred in the East. You must not let capitalism confuse your thinking. This is a struggle which Pan-Africanism takes on. We struggle against imperialism in the ideological arena because many people think that capitalism just wants to exploit your labor. It wants to confuse your thinking and make you think just like them. And this is where the real fight occurs. So therefore, this struggle of confusing the thinking, I told the man, I said, you're talking nonsense. Socialism cannot disappear. It cannot die. He said, yes, it can. I said, no. He said, how do you say that? I said, well, you are judging socialism by socialism. You don't do that. He said, I've never heard such nonsense. If you don't judge socialism by socialists, what do you judge it by? I say, you judge it by its principles. Every system is judged by its principles, never its adherence. So he still saw confusion. He said, you're just talking double talk. I said, okay, do you judge Christianity by Christians? So we must not be confused here. Socialism doesn't fall because of betrayal. No system does. The person who betrays themselves goes to the mud, but the system, with its eternal principles, keep marching on. If a system fell because of betrayal, Christianity would have been finished with Judas. At least Judas had the dignity to hang himself. Some of these who betray socialism don't have that dignity. Gorbachev still runs around speaking and picking up 30 pieces of silver everywhere. Yeah. So socialism is an economic system, and there can only be two in the world, capitalism or socialism, because every economic system must answer one fundamental question. Who will own and control the wealth of the country? Who will own and control the means of production? The question can only be answered two ways. Either a few will own or everyone will own. It's as simple as that. And under capitalism, we say, please summarize that we might have. No, I'm going. I thought I had 20 minutes. It's my time. I thought I had 20 minutes. I was going by the clock. How much time do I have left? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm off. That's what I thought I did. I was watching it. No, I'm watching my clock. I'm irresponsible. I'm revolutionary. I go by time. I got my clock right here. Matter of fact, I can say it in 2 words, Black Power. And today we've gone to 1, Pan-Africanism. Yeah. So there are only 2 economic systems, and it's going to be capitalism or socialism. Capitalism is a backward system. There's no need to discuss it. Certainly anyone who's been made a slave by capitalism ought to be hesitant in trying to support the system. But as a conscious African, I must be against capitalism, and I must, of course, seek to destroy it. So when you speak of Pan-Africanism, you must understand you speak of socialism. And we want to underline there's only one socialism out here, and that's scientific socialism, whose principles are abiding and universal. There's no such thing as African socialism, Chinese socialism, Russian socialism, Arab socialism. There's only one socialism. The confusion arises over ideology. That is that which guides you towards your objective. So we're saying clearly here, Pan-Africanism is not an ideology. It is an objective. It is an achievable. Pan-Africanism is the total liberation and unification of Africa under scientific socialism. All we want is a unified continent with a socialist system. That's all. But you know, Africa is the richest continent in the world. When she's properly organized, she'll be the most powerful. Yeah, of course. Of course. And me, all I want is power. I'm not like others. I don't want money. I don't want popularity. I just want the power I'm supposed to get. That's all. That's all.